Hello everybody, we are the SpiffyNeedleGeeks, and we are here today playing Super Mario RPG. I forgot I cut out the intro.
Why would you do that?
There's an intro? Okay.
Because it gets repetitive at the beginning of the game, so regardless of success.
Really? Okay.
So, Super Mario RPG is a game that I only played first when it came on the Virtual Console. And it's not my favorite RPG, but it's definitely up there.
Spiffio?
Or Spiffio.
It's a Spiffio!
Of course.
Damn it, BJ.
Should have seen that coming with the name, but regardless.
Princess Peach, what are you doing alone? You should know better than this.
Peach, go inside. You know you're not supposed to be outside during a thunderstorm.
Especially since Bowser literally lives right next door.
Ah!
I'm not kidding. Mario and Bowser are next door neighbors.
Well then.
This house right next to Bowser's castle has the lowest rent.
You know what? Considering its condition, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Hello? It's the
knock.
pizza man. Oh. Huh, that was quick. Normally it'd take like 8 worlds to get to Bowser's castle. Nowadays you can just go right in.
Yeah, well, that's why. You know what? That's the real reason Mario's living next door now, just in case. He doesn't. He doesn't want to walk all that way anymore. He's like, I'm just gonna live in World 8 for now.
I'm gonna live in World 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point, I guess since you're in the middle of combat, are you gonna explain how combat works in this game? Because
Yes.
this is very different from your traditional RPG.
Yes. So typically there are different. So there are as such with the SNES controller, there were four buttons: A, B, Y, and X. A is attack, which I'll explain more about that later on, because a Toad will do that so gracefully. B is to run away, X is for items, and Y is for special attacks. I'll explain each special attack as we get them, so on and so on.
Yeah, it's like, until then, like, probably one of the most unique things about the battle system in this game is, like, it's not only did they implement, like, elements from, like, Mario, but they really tried to tap into the fact that, it's an RPG, but it's also a platformer. And that's a combination you don't really see all that often, like, if ever. Like, even after this, I don't think I've ever seen an RPG handle combat like a platformer.
Well, Mario games in general tend to handle, like, maybe not so much the first two Paper Mario games, but I know for sure the Mario and Luigi series handles it like as such.
Okay. Yeah, because actually, this is the only Mario RPG I've actually even played.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I never got into, like, I never tried the Paper Mario games, or, like, the Mario and Luigi games or anything, so that's where it's like, I know I should get into them, but it's just at that point now, it's like, oh god, there's so many of them, where do I even begin?
In which case, for this battle, it's a very simple tutorial battle. Attack the chain link, or I'm sorry, the kink link. Kink.
Yeah, we now have Bowser and Mario swinging on the chandelier.
Which are apparently much higher than it looked like originally.
Yeah.
So I guess Russell, Ryan, what are your experiences with this game?
I played this.
None. Well, technically I have seen, like, a few playthroughs of this game, but unfortunately I have yet to touch this game myself.
Alright.
In fact, I remembered, I took part in this playthrough, like, years ago, when you first tried to record this playthrough on your main channel.
Oh, did I? Oh.
Yeah.
Was this one of the games I played for that channel? I forgot if I did or not.
Yeah.
I know I attempted Paper Mario 1 and 2, but I had to scrap both of those because Dazzle's a fucker, so...
Yeah, there's this game, and also, you also tried to do Kirby 64 on your main channel as well years back.
One of the few I actually did finish. Because that was back when I was soloing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've actually played through the entirety of this game. Like, it was a few years ago, but I have actually beaten this game.
Alright. Well, as such, random sword comes out of the sky. Shank.
Ow! I've been impaled.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
I
Well,
won-
game over.
I wonder how many people that stabbed.
Well, now we know where Sephiroth got his inspiration.
Well,
Oh god damn it! It's a Square game.
yeah,
I was about to say, that doesn't sound too far-fetched.
Also, I wasn't kidding. That little dinky house right there with the pipe above it, that's Mario's house. I wasn't kidding. Mario and Bowser are next door neighbors.
He lives in a pipe house.
Yes. Alone, interestingly. Luigi's not here. In fact, we don't see Luigi in this game until the very end.
No.
Yeah, lucky frickin' shot.
Mighty inconvenient when it rains, though.
God, now I'm just imagining, like, Mario and Bowser wake up in the morning, they step out of their houses at the same time to pick up the newspaper, they look at each other from next door, and then they're just saying hi to each other. Oh, morning, Mario. Oh, the morning, Bowser.
I don't see Bowser as a newspaper reader.
Oh. Oh.
Hey,
You don't
know that. You don't know that.
So, you know what? If Bowser were to try to read a newspaper, he'd probably end up accidentally like breathing fire on it and just
No,
burning it
because
too.
more than likely, for one thing, who the hell would want to deliver a paper to? Who would want to get close enough to Bowser's castle to deliver a paper to him? And secondly, I'm pretty sure most of the tabloids would be talking about bashing Bowser or how Mario saves Princess Peach again.
Parakarry? Parakarry?
I doubt Parakarry.
I thought it was a typical paratrooper.
Parakarry's a mailman, not a newspaper boy.
I thought it would be just like a typical paratrooper.
So we have to go back to save Peach, but egads, that giant sword we saw stab the castle, it's still in the castle.
Well, that sword is just so big. I want one.
Meet Exor,
The Smithy gang?
the Smithy gang. You're gonna notice pretty much the main villain of this entire game revolves around the theme of smithing. Everything's gonna be machine and weapon based, which is probably the most gritty the Mario series has ever really gotten.
Like, gritty or dark? Because...
I'd say gritty because weapons and machinery in and of themselves aren't really, but they're more mature than most Mario games have really ever seen.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
meanwhile, Bowser mass-produced fucking airships.
That shot giant bullets of which you can just jump on and stop by jumping on them.
They still explode.
Yeah, but they're more akin to bombs more than anything else. This
The
guy,
bombs.
This guy actually produces bullets and shit, like real bullets.
And the
Also,
bombs.
since Mario doesn't talk, he spends half the game
Charading?
charading and miming what he wants to explain.
Yeah, it's the silent protagonist shtick.
Oh yeah, just like how he was in Paper Mario.
Yeah, but this is the only game that does that. Majority dialogue-heavy games that revolve around Mario in the future just have him kind of lifting his hand or speaking random gibberish and such.
Well,
This
I'm
is the
trying to think. By this point, at the time this game's released, did we have Charles Martinet voicing Mario at this point?
At this point, I don't think so.
Okay, so that might explain it then.
I think Charles's first, well, his technical first ever game.
Was that Mario 64?
No, it wasn't 64. It was I think it was a computer game. Was it Mario Teaches Typing? I think I forget.
Oh, that's right.
Nice
Yeah, there
computer
was.
you got here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
now-
right. Yeah, that was
Toad,
weird.
Yeah, but this Toad, he explains timed hits to you. I skipped the dialogue in the tutorial because that's what I'm here for. Timed hits are a type of when you just use the A button to attack for the standard attack. If you press A again during a certain time in each specific attack, you'll be able to deal extra damage. Also, the Toad, when he bumps into you, causes some damage to Mario, and he gives you a mushroom to use to heal yourself. But instead, save the mushroom and go into your house and heal. You heal all health points and flower points, as we'll get into later, whenever you sleep in a bed.
I love his going to bed animation. He just flat out just flops right on his face on the bed.
So here's the first enemy of the game, as per Mario, a Goomba. Goombas will bite you, or they'll spit needles at you. I don't know what the needles do. This is the only time they ever do that.
They're shooting their teeth at you.
Is it their teeth?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just that seems the most logical thing I can think about.
Yeah, but in regards to the timed hits and everything, that's like, yeah, where you saw Mario doing the double punch and everything, if you didn't, he would just do the regular punch normally. He does the second punch when you nail that second hit.
Yeah. When there's a little chime that you hear that you'll be hearing throughout this during each attack. And also, here's the first special attack. That was jumping is Mario's first special attack. Jumping in and of itself counts as a type of element. There are certain enemies that are weak to the jump element, like Koopas. Koopas, fucking fun.
My immersion.
Yeah, but regardless, it looks like, at least with the way you're handling these battles, it looks like, yeah, you're skipping combat, save for obviously anything plot important, bosses, and possibly like enemies you run into for the first time.
Yeah, I'll show enemies the first time I fight them, but after that, yeah, I'll just skip the battle just to keep things moving along.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As I was saying, jumping counts as its own elements. Just like fire, ice, and such. And here's Mario's first level up. Whenever you level up, you obviously, aside from gaining stats, you can also choose to put in an extra bonus stat. In Mario's case, I choose to always put the extra stat into power. I want him to hit as hard as he can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like it's either physical attack power, special attack power, and hit points, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think doesn't it also raise your defense?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, POW increases your physical attack and your and your physical defense. Special raises effectively, your special attack and magic defense, and then HP just increases your HP. I never touch HP. But now, when it comes to special attacks as well, special attacks also are based with a time tick, except they only work with the Y button. So if you press the Y button at a certain time, you can deal more damage that way as well.
Okay.
We have spikies. Now, unlike future Mario games, you can jump on these guys. There's no threat. There's no spike hazard. You can pretty much do any attack on most enemies unless they're specifically, well, in particular case, they are immune to the jump status, but it won't hurt you.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So, I'm trying to think. So, let me see. So, I don't know if I'm just misunderstanding or whatnot regarding the whole jumping ability. So, Mario jumping regularly, that technically counts as a special attack?
That's a special attack, yes.
Yeah, every character has their own, like, unique set of special attacks.
Right, but I don't know. To me, it just feels kind of odd that the one thing that you would mostly do with Mario in older games, jumping on enemies, that would be considered a special attack.
That's why.
The super jump or an ultra jump. Okay, I can understand that being a special attack because they're much more powerful jumps. But just a regular jump, it's like, okay.
It's mostly done with the idea that you can equip different weapons and items to each character as you move along, and they made jumping a special attack, I believe, so that way you can keep doing it no matter what weapon you equip.
But also, this is why jumping became a regular.
See here, as we're fighting the Hammer Bro boss, which we're totally ignoring right now, Mario's default attack is a punch, but when he gets different weapons, he'll do different things.
Yeah, it's like I think like he gets a hammer at one point. I think he can get a turtle shell at one point.
We'll get more into those as we get along. We'll actually be getting the hammer after we beat this guy, because once we beat them, they ditch and one of them drops their hammers, and the Toad will give it to us, and that we can equip that to Mario so we can do more damage.
As I was stating earlier, I mean, this is why jumping just became a normal thing for Mario in the later RPG games. Like, more specifically, the Mario and Luigi series.
They even Paper Mario was the one that really started that, where they made jumping and hammering more so their own type of attacks as opposed to what this game does.
Yeah, that too.
Doing the Legend of Zelda item get.
Now, something I failed to mention before, we received an item from Toad earlier. We also got an item from Beating the Hammer Rose called flower tabs and flower jars. Those increase your FP. FP are what you need to use special attacks. So you saw earlier when I was fighting a Koopa that I couldn't jump anymore because I was out of FP. So using flower tabs and flower jars, and as we'll see in the future, flower boxes will increase the amount of FP. Most people like to use them as soon as they get them. I prefer to save them because not only do they increase your FP, they also heal it, like fully. So it's good. They're good to hold on to, like if you're low on FP.
Okay.
But that'll do it for today's episode. Join us next time as we actually enter the Mushroom Kingdom, just to let the Chancellor know that Peach has disappeared. We'll see you then.
Alright, see you guys then.
Bye-bye.